for tuning in to Creative Creations by Alex. And this is yours truly, Alex, here for you. And I'm just having an amazing day. I absolutely love what I do. And you're probably wondering, okay, what do you do? Well, I make bracelets, and I love making bracelets. And you're probably wondering, well, when did you start? A long time ago, like 10 years ago. It was my senior year in college. And, you know, I needed a course to graduate. And I chose jewelry making. It was an elective, and it was amazing. I've met so many people who just started making jewelry. My professor was amazing, and I just started doing it for fun as a stress reliever. And fast forward 10 years later, voila, here I am. And it's been a blessing. It really has been a blessing. So last year around November, I was, in a little funky mood. I'm just being real with you guys, okay? I was like a little down, and I'm like, I need something to really get my spirits up. So I looked over and I saw my bag of beads. I'm like, okay. And I started looking through the items that I had, and I saw that I had all of my material from 2010, and I started to make bracelets. And I just did it for fun, and I started posting them on Instagram, and I started to get requests and asking, how much are your bracelets? And I'm like, I don't know, $5, I don't know. And that's where it all started from last November, and it's been amazing. I love making customized orders. I love when people are like, hey Alex, I love what you're doing. My favorite colors are purple, red, and white. Can you make me something? And I just start putting my creativity juices out there. Yes, I call it creativity juices because that's what it is. And I start producing these bracelets, and they actually love it. And I love it when my friends or clients, customers, when they love what I make. So it's amazing. All right, so that's a little bit about me. I'm also a mother, and I have a son who is 7, and you will see him later on a different episode. And like I said, I brought him into this also with making jewelry. So it's fun. It's kind of like a family-oriented thing we do. Once a month we get together. He makes his own bracelets. Like I said, he has all these crazy colors going. And I'm like, okay, if that's how you feel, cool, all right? But I just like to have like good energy, positive vibes, and just make sure that you're in a good mood when you're doing this, because you're not just blessing yourself, you're blessing others, especially when it's handmade and you're making it, all right? So today's episode, we're going to make an HENaturals logo bracelet, okay? And with the bracelet, we're going to use the colors from the logo, which is brown, gold, blue, and orange and green. And it's really earth tone. The slogan is be natural, feel alive. And so we're going to make a bracelet that's going to be natural, and you're going to feel alive, okay? So first things first, we're going to go over our materials, okay? You are going to need stretchy cord, all right, 0.8 millimeters. You can get this from a local store, jewelry store. They usually have them there for sale, and it's not that expensive, not at all. But make sure it's very durable. I use 0.8 millimeters because most of the beads that I use, they're not really heavy, but they have a little weight to it, okay? So you want to just make sure your string is durable, okay? Next, we're going to use pliers, and these are not just your regular pliers. These are jewelry pliers, okay? You're going to use your round nose pliers, okay? These are used to cut the string. You may use scissors if you don't have pliers, but I love to use these because it's really strong. All you need is one snip and it's done, okay? These are round nose pliers, and these you use whenever you're trying to, curve wire or even curve jewelry, which we'll get to that later. If you're making earrings or making something dangling from your bracelet, you're gonna need to use the round nose pliers, all right? Next is flat nose, and these are used when you're trying to flatten out the wire, or even if you're making charms, the rings that you use with the charms, you're going to need this to flatten it and make sure that it's leveled, okay? And like I said, I have these guys, believe it or not, 8 years. 8 years. This came with the first kit that I had to buy for my jewelry making class. So, like I said, 8 years, and they're still working. So, this is a really good investment. It really is. Next you're going to need is measuring tape, okay? And you're probably thinking, why do I need measuring tape? Because you're going to be measuring, okay? You're going to measure your wrist, and you're also going to measure your string, okay? So first step, we're going to go ahead and measure our wrist. And make sure whenever you are have a customized order, like I said, I get customized orders for men, women, and children. Everyone's wrist is different. The average women's wrist is about 7.5 inches. For the males, you may add, an inch to it, okay? Just make sure you get the right measuring for them, because I've made a mistake before where I actually did not ask for measurements. I went off my own wrist, and it was either too big or too small or too snug. So you just want to make sure you get the measurements right, okay? So here we go. We're going to measure, and like I said, make sure it's a little loose. Now, if they want it to be snug, then you still want a little loose, okay? Just in case. Some people are heavy-handed, and they might break your bracelet. I don't know. So here we go. I'm measuring in, like I said, 7 inches. All right, if you can see, 7 inches. And just keep that number in mind, 7 inches, because that's going to be important when we're tying up the bracelet at the end, okay? Next, we're going to measure the cord. I've been doing this for a while, and honestly, I'll just string it out about a foot. But we're going to measure, okay? So what is a foot? 12 inches, okay? Start over here at the end of your measuring tape and go over here to 12 inches. If you want to do a little bit more, you can. But like I said, with me, I like to just make sure I'm not using excessively amount of string. Okay, so 12 inches. And here I am using the round nose pliers, okay? 1 snip, all you need, okay? So now we have our 12 inches, our foot of string. Next, you want to just make sure that you have your beads available. Now with me, what I usually do if I have like a customized order going on or something that I need to make, I'll go ahead and already have in my mind the beads I'm going to use. That way, I'm not just, picking through and putting down. I already have it set up, okay? So we're going to use lava beads, all right? And these lava beads you use with essential oils, okay? And we'll get to that soon in another session, all right? So we're going to use lava beads. We're going to use this natural wood beads, as you can see. It's brown, and like I said, we're going for the logo here, okay? So brownish tan, that's what we're going to use. This is jasper, and it's blue jasper. It's really nice. It's kind of clear see-through, but it reminds me of water. That's what it reminds me of, and as you see, it's very peaceful, and I love it. It's really, really nice and peaceful. Next, we have, and this is one of my favorite beads right now, and it's orange fire dye agate bead. And as you see, it has the specks of orange in there as well with white. And it just, I don't know, it draws me in. It's like, brings me like good positive energy. And I love it. It's really, really nice. Okay. Then we have yellow jasper as well. And it's kind of like a creamy yellow, like cream of corn color, which I really like. Very earth tone, very soothing, very calming. So that's really nice as well. I use a lot of jasper beads. If you'll probably hear me keep on saying jasper. But I love jasper. And the stone of jasper, it's positive energy, positive vibes, uplifting. So it's always nice to have those stones on you if you just need a little bit of extra energy as well. I'm wearing my moonstone bracelet, which is really feminine, strong energy that you need. And I've been wearing this for about a week now, and it's been amazing to me. I feel positive energy, positive vibes, uplifting. Like I said, so very nurturing. So I love it. I really do. This is green jasper, okay? And like I said, this is kind of like the earth right here. The earth tone, I really like it, and it goes well with the green from the logo, okay? So those are the beads that we're going to use today to make our bracelet. Now, whenever you are about to make your bracelet, I tell everyone, step one, find a base. Your base can be multiple colors. It can be a set of beads, like I'm going to use 5 lava beads as my base, okay? You do not have to do that. With other creations, I'll use different bases to go off of. But the base for me helps me to be creative and know what kind of order or coordination I'm going to use to create my bracelet. So here we go, guys. We're going to go with step 1. We're going to string on 5 lava beads, okay? You guys can count if you like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and as you see, we have 5 lava beads strung on, okay? And with this, like I said, you're going to use essential oils on these as well. My favorite essential oils that I'm using right now is lavender. Very calming. I wear glasses, and sometimes I wear contacts as well. But with the lavender, it helps with migraines. And after a long day at work, I teach as well. I'm a 4K teacher. I forgot to put that in there. But sometimes I'm having a stressful day, and either if I have lavender in the car or at home, then I'll just take a little bit on my fingers and rub behind my ears. And I say about maybe 5 minutes, it starts working its magic. So essential oils, I just started using them maybe about a month ago. And I've been experimenting with them, and they're actually working. So lavender, it calms stress, relieves anxiety, also relieves migraines, and it's very cool, soothing, has a great floral smell to it. So that's nice. I love lavender. I really do. So here we go. We have our 5 essential, we have our 5 lava beads, okay? Next, I was debating, you know, am I going to mix up the beads or am I going to do each section a different color? And that's totally up to you. I've made beads going live before where, I made bracelets going live before where I had a mixture of beads. I really didn't like it, so I started over. And that's the best thing about being creative. You can start over whenever you like. If you mess up, if you don't like the flow of the colors, you just start over. That's all you have to do. So we're going to do this 2 ways, okay? The first way I'm going to section off each color, and that represents the earth tones, the fire. This will be for fire, okay? Blue, jasper is going to be for the water. The yellow is going to be for the sun, okay? And then the brown and green is going to be for the earth, okay? So we're going to section those off. And like I said, if we really don't like the way that it looks at the end, we'll start over. That's all you have to do, all right? So on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and put the yellow next to the black lava beads. And I'm going to string on 5. And at the end, usually what I do is measure the beads that we're using just to make sure that it's 7 inches, because I'm going for 7 inches since my wrist is 7 inches. And sometimes if it's too big, if it's too loose, then I take off, you know, amount of beads. So then it looks really good and it fits well, okay? And just make sure you have a really good container or a top. This is actually a top to one of my crayon boxes, and so your beads aren't rolling everywhere. And this table that I'm using, my dad, he actually made the table. He's a very good wood person, as I call him. But I have the grooves in here so my beads aren't flying all over the table. So if you want a blanket will actually work too, or a cloth, but this is working great with the grooves in the table so my beads don't fly off everywhere, okay? So we have our yellow, our black. Next we're gonna do orange, okay? And I'm going to go for the orange that has, it looks pretty transparent, okay? And those are the orange beads that we're gonna use. Now I do have another bead here, which is Fire Gate, but as you see, it reminds me of a basketball. I don't know, it just reminds me of a basketball. We're not gonna use that, okay? So we're going to string on 5 as well. You don't have to do exactly 5 beads. If you like to do 3 or 2 or mix it up, that is fine. You know, just go with the flow that you're feeling, okay? And just make sure you're in a positive mood. You know, I've had people, a friend of mine who had actually told me, you know, she felt my presence through a bracelet that I made for her. And when she said that, I'm like, wow, like people can really feel the energy that you put inside of any kind of work that you're doing, whether it's making bracelets, cooking, even, you know, photography, you know, just anything. You just want to make sure you have positive vibes and good energy because people can feel it. They really can feel it. Okay, so here we go. Oh, that's looking good. I'm liking it. And sometimes, guys, you'll see me, I'm just like, oh, wow, like I actually made that. And I'm loving the way it's flowing. So we have orange, black, and yellow right now, okay? Fire agate, lava beads, and yellow jasper, okay? Like I said, we're going for the earth tone, and I'm really loving the way this is looking right now, okay? Our next color we're going to do is we're going to do the green, all right? And like I said, we're just going to do, I'm going to switch up and do 4 greens, okay? And at the end, I'll tell you why I'm going to switch it up, okay? It's pretty cool. Once you start doing this for a while, you automatically know how many beads you're going to need to complete a bracelet. And my bracelet, they're probably like, you know, 23 beads that I use. So I'm just keeping count in my head to make sure that I don't run over. But like I said, if it's too tight, we'll add more beads. If it's too loose, we'll take away. And sometimes having long nails, it takes me a minute to string it, but it's okay. I love my nails, and they're natural, so that's nice too. Okay. So we're on the 4th bead right now, and as you see, I'm sticking them into the groove where they're not rolling around. Okay. So we have orange, black, yellow, and green. All right. Now I'm going to do brown. I'm just going to do 4 browns, okay? And this is for the brown and tan that's in the color for the logo as well, all right? And this is like our earth tone, okay? And this is natural wood. I ordered my beads online, and also I go to a local bead shop here as well if I really don't want to wait for the beads to come in. And like I said, I just love just scrolling through, seeing all the beautiful beads, the natural beads that I'm using, and the meaning to all the beads and stones. So it's really nice to have. And like I said, it just gives you, you know, calmness and soothness, and just clear your mind, you know, whatever you may be going through or thinking, okay? All right, now the next one we're going to do 3 blue, okay? 3 blue beads, and we're going to seal it off, okay? Because I'm loving this. I'm loving how it's looking. Now, I'm going to go ahead and count and measure right now because I believe that I'm going to have to take away some beads. So before I put the blue ones on, we're going to go ahead and measure, okay? And what number are we looking for? 7, okay? Oh, wow. And what do you know? So you're going to start from the bead, all right, your first bead, and you're gonna go to the end. And right now I'm at 7 inches, okay? So that means I'm going to go ahead and take away maybe 2 beads, 1 from each side, and then string on the 3 blue ones, okay? And we'll just see how it works. Like I said, if you need to adjust, that's fine. It's your artwork, it's your creativity, you know, you just go with the flow, all right? Now I have 2 blue transparent jasper beads. And I have this one jasper bead, which is pretty, it's not transparent at all. And so I'm going to keep that in the middle. All right, we're going to put that in the middle. But I'm really liking how this has turned out. And sometimes I surprise myself whenever I'm making bracelets going live, or even when I'm not live and I'm making it in my room. I surprise myself with some creativity. All right, now, here we go, guys. You have your colors, and they're all representing the HENaturals logo. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and measure. All right, so I'm at 7 inches and about 1/4, okay? I think it's still gonna work. We're gonna try it out, all right? And like I said, if you wanna do more than 12 inches, more than a foot of string, that's fine. I've gotten really good at measuring 12 inches and making it work. But like I said, you only have a little bit of string to tie. So if you want to use more than 12 inches, that's fine. Whatever you feel comfortable. So if you want to use, you know, 15 inches or even 24 inches, whatever makes you feel comfortable, you can. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this. We're just going to do it like a regular tie, like you're about to tie your shoe. And you're going to knot it. And I like to knot about 3 times, okay? So this is our first knot we're going to do. And like I said, if you have more string, that's perfectly fine. So that's our first knot. And as you can see, you want to use clear string because if you use another string, another color, it's going to show. And you don't want it to show, okay? So we're using clear string. That's my first knot. We're going to knot it again. Like I said, sometimes I do 2 or 3 knots depending on the beads that I'm working with and if I need to do more, okay? And remember, you don't want to pull too tight or too hard because you're going to break your bracelet. And you don't want to do that because you just spent all that time creating it, okay? All right, and I think I'm going to go for one more. I'll go for one more knot. And voila. We made our HENaturals logo bracelet, okay? And as you see the lava beads, the yellow jasper, the green natural tone jasper, blue, the natural wood, and the fire agate beads, orange fire agate beads, okay? Now what we're going to do now is we are going to just make sure you tie it really tight because as you see that one just went a little bit loose. So once it's really tight, you're going to go ahead and cut off the excess string, okay? Make sure you don't cut too close and not too far away, okay? So say for instance you're cutting too far away. Let's just cut right here. You don't want that little piece sticking up, okay? That's very noticeable. You don't want that, okay? You want to cut close, but not too close where you're gonna unravel your bracelet or cut your bracelet, okay? So we're just gonna go a little bit closer. And as you see, these pliers work amazing. Like one snap, you're good. So that was my first cut that I did. It's very close, okay? Next one, close again. And there you go. You made your bracelet. And look how beautiful that is. Very beautiful. Now we're going to try it on. And whenever you are trying on bracelets, make sure you roll. Do not pull, you want to roll, okay? Nice. Okay, so as you see, it fits very well. I still have room, okay? And I love it. It's very, very nice. I love the colors. They're beautiful. And like I said, when we start using essential oils, you just put a little bit right there, rub it, and it goes right into your skin. And you can also inhale. Like I said, lavender is very beautiful oil that I like to use. Very calming, very soothing, and it smells great. So there we go. So guys, thank you all again for tuning in to Creative Creations by Alex. And I wonder what creativity we will come up with next time, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to Naturals Network here on YouTube. It's free. And also follow me at Creative Creations by Alex on Instagram. And I just would love to see you all comments. You know, what did you like? What other creation you would like for me to make? And let me know your passion or hobby that you like to do. And don't forget to bless someone and be an encourager. Until next time.